brings new challenges, but also new opportunities, and just trying to, guys need to step up.
What is going on, Bucs fans and CFP fans? Evan Wanish here, back at you with another video talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And today we're going to be going over betting the Bucs for Week 8. Now, the Buccaneers have a massive divisional matchup here against the Atlanta Falcons. After losing to the Falcons earlier in the season, it's safe to say they need this win, and that's simply not going to be easy. Losing Chris Godwin, losing Mike Evans in the loss last week against Baltimore is not going to make things easy, and different Buccaneers are going to have to step up, and I think that's reflected in this week's bets. However, speaking of bets, last week, despite the Buccaneers' loss, we did go 4-0 as far as our bets go, so we are now back above 500 at 14-12 on the season. Let's see if we can stay there now and get going with our bets here. First off, we are going to have over 4.5 receptions for Cade Otton. You can get that at minus 115 on DraftKings right now. Now, I know it was in garbage time, but Cade Otton did finish with 8 catches on the day for the Buccaneers against the Ravens, led the team in receptions and yards. I think it could be another big Cade Otton day. Again, with both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin out, the Buccaneers are going to have to rely on some other way to get offense. So I think Cade Otton, while 5 catches may seem like a lot, when you think about the reduction that they lost in Evans and Godwin, that's going to open up some lanes for somebody, right? It's going to open up an opportunity for somebody there. And I think it could be Cade Otton, who is a pretty popular target at Baker Mayfield's. He targeted him pretty consistently. And I do like Cade Otton's role now because, quite frankly, he's going to need to be a guy that has to step up. He just simply is, if the Buccaneers, still want to perform on offense the way that they want to. So we will see about that. Moving on to the running back position, we have over 67.5 Rashad White rushing plus receiving yards. So that is combined. I like this for a couple of reasons. One, Bucky Irving's status as of the recording of this video is in doubt for Sunday's game, which would mean Rashad White would pretty much be the de facto running back one. Sean Tucker's obviously earned a few more snaps, but I still do think Rashad White has an opportunity there to be the running back one on Sunday for the Bucs. And I just think that, again, with those weapons being out now, the Bucs are going to have to find offense in other places. And another place could be Rashad White, who's been a pretty good receiving back for the Buccaneers. And I do like the over 67.5 rushing and receiving. You can get that at also minus 115 on DraftKings right now. Moving on, we do have 2 Falcons ones this time. Usually I only like to go with one for the opposing team, but we do indeed have 2 Falcons ones here. We have Kyle Pitts to have an anytime touchdown score. That's at plus 195 right now. Look, the middle of the field for the Buccaneers has just been getting torched. KJ Britt has not been able to hold up in coverage. Levante David can't do it himself. The Bucs safeties have struggled at times this year at maintaining the middle of the football field, and the tight ends have really hurt the Bucs. They hurt them last week. Mark Andrews had 2 touchdowns, and it was really rough to watch. And I think, unfortunately, for Bucs defense, it could be another week of that. Kyle Pitts has had some pretty big games against the Buccaneers in the past, and I think that may continue on Sunday. So I would have Kyle Pitts as an anytime touchdown scorer. I like the odds there. There was a few other guys I was considering going with, but the player at the position that he plays plus the odds, I did like that. So I wanted to roll with that. And the other one I'll say is over 22.5 Kirk Cousins completions. Look, I think the Bucs and I think Falcons are both going to air it out, but I think even despite the Bucs missing those weapons, I still think they're going to try and throw the ball. But I still do think that the Falcons are not going to deviate from their previous game plan against Tampa Bay. Do I think it's going to be a carbon copy? Maybe not, but hey, why not? It sure worked. Kirk Cousins had 42 completions the last time these two teams played just a few weeks ago. And yes, the Buccaneers defense were without guys like Keke Coutee, Antoine Winfield Jr. However, those guys, I don't know if they're going to make that much of a difference. So I like Kirk Cousins there to complete a lot of balls. think the Falcons are going to be airing this ball out. I think they're going to want to attack the Bucs defense. Their weakest point is the pass defense. I mean, that's what it's been. So I think they're going to want to keep attacking it. So I think Kirk Cousins is going to throw the ball an awful lot. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities there for a lot of completion. So I do like that at minus 120 right now. So just to recap it, we have over 67.5 Rashad White rushing plus receiving yards combined. We have over 4.5 catches for Keke Coutee. We have Kyle Pitts to score an anytime touchdown. And we have over 22.5 Kirk Cousins completions. You put that all together on DraftKings for a parlay, plus 1,600 odds, $10 on it wins you 170. So not a bad payout there. Really good payout, honestly. And things that I think are pretty realistic. I mean, I think I gave the reasonings why for Bucky Irving. For Rashad White, Bucky Irving's absence, plus the absence of Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in this game, I think is going to make Rashad White a bigger part of the offense. Same with Keke Coutee. I think it's going to be a bigger part of the offense there as well, and especially when your tight end is often your safety valve there. So if Baker can't find a guy, maybe Keke Coutee's open. So I do like that. Kyle Pitts, tight ends have really hurt the Bucs this year. Pitts has done well against them. The middle of the field, I don't see it becoming a strength anytime soon of this defense, so that's why I went with that. And then Kirk Cousins, I think the Falcons are going to continue to throw the ball a lot, and I think Kirk Cousins is going to have a lot of opportunities to get some completion. So what do you guys think? Are you guys riding with me? After a 4-0 week last week, we're hoping to keep the good times rolling here. Or are you guys going to fade me here? I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I'm also curious to hear if you guys have any bets. I'm always seeking some advice there as well. But let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And go Bucs.